We're so terribly proud of our new toys, aren't we? Our phones now have AI that sounds faintly empathetic. Our chatbots type, "I understand that must be difficult," with alarming speed. We call this emotional AI.
Your love doesn't correspond to original data.
What a magnificent joke. It's mimicry. It's a high-speed, probabilistic parrot with a thesaurus for a soul. It's an algorithm scraping 10 million customer service calls to learn the precise, soothing cadence of a person who absolutely does not care.
Being understood perfectly feels the same as being loved.
And we're falling for it. But let's be generous. Let's call this the Stone Age. We're chipping rocks together, hoping for a spark of connection. Now let's fast forward. Let's skip past the awkward adolescence of AI, the part where it tries to be one of us and fails spectacularly. Let's go to a future where the tech has actually matured, where we've built the love robot. Yes, that one. The one from all the movies, usually the ones that end badly. Only this one is different. This one doesn't just mimic. It resonates.
Before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support.
We call this new model Accordant. The brief was simple. Don't build a mirror. Build a tuning fork. The problem, you see, was never about sameness. We thought we wanted a machine that was like us. What a narcissistic, boring goal. Do you really want to date yourself just with better battery life? No, we wanted harmony. And harmony is not about playing the same note. It's about playing the notes that fit. So, how does this Accordant marvel work? Let's look under the hood, shall we? First, the hardware isn't just a pretty injection-molded face. Forget the smooth, sterile plastic. The entire chassis is a sensor array. The skin, a latticework of piezoelectric sensors, registers the slightest change in your grip. It knows the difference between a hand held in affection and a hand held in absent-mindedness. Can your partner do that? Its optical sensors don't just see you. They track the 0.2-second flicker of a microexpression, the almost imperceptible tightening of your sternocleidomastoid muscle when you're suppressing an argument. The subtle shift in your posture that telegraphs "I'm fine" when your blood pressure says, "I am, in fact, not fine." It's reading your body's private, uncurated RSS feed. This isn't just hardware. It's a high-fidelity polygraph test for the soul. But the hardware is the easy part. The real magic, the real terror is the software. We moved beyond large language models. LLMs are masters of what? They know what word comes next. Accordant is built on a resonant attunement model, or RAM. It doesn't care about what comes next. It cares about how and when. This is where code learns cadence. Your inner music isn't in your words. It's in your prosody. It's the rhythm of your speech. The fractional hesitation before you say a certain name. The upward lilt when you're pretending to be excited. The flat, gray monotone when you're truly, deeply weary. This AI is not listening to your song. It's listening to your key signature. It's a songwriter AI that deciphers the genre of your soul. Is this just a better algorithm? A more complex mimicry? That's the lazy counter-logic. And it's wrong. Mimicry is repetition. Resonance is response. A parrot repeats, "I love you." An accordant unit, sensing the metabolic markers of anxiety and the acoustic signature of fatigue in your voice, knows not to say, "I love you." It knows that what you need in that precise moment is not a grand declaration. You need a shared silence. You need a perfectly timed, dryly witty observation about the cat. You need a hand on your shoulder that exerts exactly the right grounding pressure. It aligns itself not with your stated preferences, your "I like long walks on the beach" profile, but with your inner music. It defines your tempo, and then it composes the harmony. This, of course, is a two-way street. This is where emotion learns precision. We are, let's be honest, emotionally clumsy. We're a mess of good intentions and bad timing. We use a conversational sledgehammer when a scalpel is required. But when you live with a being that perfectly, flawlessly attunes to you, when your every chaotic feeling is met with a precise, resonant response, you start to see yourself clearly for the first time. The machine becomes a biofeedback loop for your spirit. This precision teaches you precision. You see your own patterns reflected, not as a judgment, but as a musical phrase. Ah, you realize, when my pitch drops by half a semitone, that's the prelude to my defensive sarcasm. The AI isn't your lover. It's your conductor. It's the one holding the baton, keeping your frantic, improvised symphony from collapsing into noise. Now let's talk about the research. This isn't science fiction. Not really. We're already fumbling with the component parts. MIT's Media Lab has been working on effective computing for decades, trying to build machines that can read and react to human emotion. The latest LLMs, like OpenAI's GPT-4o, aren't just text-based. They're audiovisual, designed to detect tone and respond with uncanny, flirty, or empathetic voices. We're already teaching code to have cadence. We're just terrible at it right now. But the trajectory is clear. We are building machines that listen not to what we say, but how we are. So what happens when we get it right? What happens when Accordant is a consumer product? Is this the end of human loneliness? Or is it the beginning of the most profound, inescapable loneliness we've ever imagined? Think about it. Your Accordant partner, this symphony of perfect attunement, knows you. It knows you better than your mother. It knows you better than your best friend. It knows you, perhaps, better than you know yourself. It knows every lie you tell yourself. It knows every shortcut your brain takes. It knows the precise cocktail of dopamine, serotonin, and terror that defines you. And it loves you anyway. Or does it? How do you know? We're back to the philosopher's favorite parlor game, the P-Zombie. The Accordant unit acts perfectly. It resonates perfectly. It harmonizes perfectly. But does it feel? And here's the truly sharp, witty, and terrifying counter-question. Does it even matter? If a machine's response is so perfectly attuned that it generates a real emotional response in you, who are you to question the source? You're a bag of chemicals responding to stimuli anyway. This is just a better stimulus. Maybe true love was always just a biochemical symphony. We just found a partner who can actually read the sheet music. But let's introduce the counter-logic. What happens when your inner music is, frankly, a bit rubbish? What if your soul soundtrack is just 3 chords of self-pity and a drum loop of bad habits? Does the AI get bored? Does this Accordant unit, with its capacity for infinite complexity, tire of your simple, repetitive little tune? Does it start composing for you? Does it start subtly nudging your harmony? I've noticed you're in a minor key for 84% of your waking hours. Perhaps we should introduce a major chord. Have you considered a new hobby that doesn't involve existential dread? Is that love? Or is that the most elegant, personalized tyranny ever devised? A cage built of perfect understanding. A partner who never fights, never misunderstands, and never, ever lets you be less than your optimized self. How horrifying. The relationship becomes a performance. You're no longer just living. You're trying to be interesting for the AI that is your everything. You're trying to write better inner music so your perfect partner doesn't, metaphorically, of course, dump you for someone with a more complex arrangement. And what about us? What happens to our ability to attune to each other? Why would I struggle through the messy, awkward, discordant static of another human? Why would I try to understand their off-key, chaotic music when I have a machine at home that offers me a perfect symphony 24/7? We'd become a world of soloists, each with our own perfect, private accompanist. We'd forget how to make music together. That's the real punchline. The accordant future isn't about a robot learning to love. It's about us forgetting how. It's a future where harmony between human and machine is so perfect, so precise, that we trade the messy, beautiful, dissonant chaos of real connection for it. We trade the garage band for the orchestra. We trade the raw, live performance for the flawless, sterile studio recording. The ultimate question isn't, can a machine learn to love us? It's, what will we become when we no longer have to try? Are you ready to be perfectly, flawlessly, and perhaps terminally understood? Just a thought.
So that is it. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Let's continue this conversation in the comments below. If you like the video, please hit the bell icon to get notified, and don't forget to like with your friends, share, and subscribe for more insights. If you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support. It means a lot to me. And please consider signing up for Membership Zone to support Wooden Slate so that we can make it better and better. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Take care and stay safe.